Long time no Reddit threads. I was just scrolling through the Reddit and I saw this particular interesting topic and I was like, I'm going to come here and talk about it. So what is it? My husband hit me during XCX and bruised my face. You all, I don't know why sometimes it's always difficult for people that are married to say no to their husband when they don't want to have XCX. It's always like a woman, even though she's not in the mood, even though she doesn't want it, she must do it just to please her man, because if she doesn't, she will always be blamed for her husband going out there to go get it, or she would always, people always tell her that, oh, if you don't do this for your man, he will go out there to do it. And you all, what happened in today's Reddit thread was she was dressing up for a wedding. She and her husband, they are going for a wedding over the weekend and they were about to leave for the party when her husband decided that he wanted a quickie, which is very spontaneous. Okay, don't get me wrong, that's spontaneous. But she said I wasn't feeling very spontaneous and I suggested we wait, but I ended up obliging him. So she doesn't want it, but she's like, "Yeah, let me just give him. Maybe that will make his day." You know, we women were taught to please men, and that is something that's going on here. I asked him to please be gentle because of my hair and my makeup. Of course he should. Because you're going for a wedding, you're already late. Especially if you're going for a wedding where I'm from, you already called a makeup artist. You've laid your frontal. You all see my outfit when I went for a wedding. Yes, you have to be lit when you're going for a wedding. So it has to be gentle because we've done all of that. I didn't want my dress wrinkled, so I began to take it off. But my husband stopped me and said, "We don't have time." So again, I asked him to just be careful. It started getting rough, and I said, "Please." He ignored me, and I said something again. He said, "What? What is it?" I told him my hair and my makeup, and he said, "Shh, I'm trying to come." The next thing I said, his name, it struck me across my face. It was so thoughtful. I was completely shocked. I was silent until it was finished. I went to the bathroom to quickly try to pull myself together. I was holding back tears, so my eyes looked terrible. My cheek was so red. I came out and he was grumbling something about women, like he was trying to make me feel like some kind of nagging wife. In the taxi, I did my best to touch myself up before we got out. He whispered to me, "Don't act like I haven't been rough before." Eh? Yeah, okay, babe, and kissed me. We honestly had a nice time that evening. It was very attentive and sweet to me. But still I was feeling off and my face was aching terribly. This morning I woke up with a bruise and looking at it, I felt like breaking down in tears. I don't want my child to see when we were at home. I know I was being annoying, but I put a lot of effort into getting ready and I just want to look nice. It's so disconnecting that my husband would do this to me. Yo, sorry, I have cough. Abuse a lot. He is an abuser and he gaslighted her, making her feel like she was a problem. At the end of the day, she was like feeling like, I know I overreacted. I know I was not supposed to, but he was nice to me at the end of the day. Love bombing. That was what he did. And this is common in most of these men. He's an abuser. And I feel like this might not be the first time, it might not be the second time. I feel like this is something he will continue doing in the relationship. And the fact that she even said, "Please be gentle." If he really cared about her, if he really likes her, he would be gentle. Of course, his brain should tell him to be gentle because she doesn't even want it at first. And I feel like women should normalize when you don't want it, just say, "I don't want it." Your partner should understand. Just like if you want it and your partner doesn't want it at that point, you both should understand. There's nothing like, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what other people have to say. But then I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Someone said, take a photo of your face if the bruises is still visible in case you need to file a police report. Tell your family what happened. Show them this post. The only reason it was nice to you the next day was to get you to let your guard down and forget what he did. Don't. I wouldn't let that man touch me again if I was you. That was assault, plain and simple. That was grape. Yes. But people will say your husband can grape you. That was grape. Because why will you bruise her face? What does you coming have to bruising her face? And you know she was hurt and you're like, don't act like I've never been rough like that before. Love bombing afterward. This kind of abuse is what leads to even worse abuse. More like blaming her by trying to assert that she likes it rough. This behavior is only going to escalate until she starts beating and raping her every time she tries to say no. It's time for the original post to find a safe place to stay. So a lot of people are saying document it, take a picture, save it for in case you need it for the future, because she will. And it's for him to do it now and he got away with it, he's going to do it again. That's what they do. That is their book. There's nothing different in their book. That's what they do. So as far as they've done something wrong and they got away with it, it's going to happen again. And it's going to be worse. I'm not against taking one for the team once in a while, but this isn't. It's also not rough sex, which I'm also not adverse to. This was him knocking one out with his warm XES doll and getting annoyed. It kept squeaking. And then it was him gaslighting you, calling it rough XEX. Rough XEX is something that definitely requires consent and participation from both parties and having a talk before saying, I like it when I'm turned on, and you get a bit rough because I'm so sexy, you can't control yourself. Again, this wasn't rough XEX. It was him retaliating for you trying to control even a minor part of the XES you weren't even consenting to it in the first place. Take a picture, send it to everyone, or at the very least, hide it somewhere secure. This might be the first time, but I'm pretty sure it's not the last time. I'm also pretty sure you are not the first woman he has struck for annoying him and making demands. It was very quick to find a way to gaslight you, even when come drunk. He's done this before. Save the picture, look at it often. You see this part? Save the picture, look at it often. Look at your interaction and how often you're made to feel small and bad about yourself, and how often you ignore a request from you. Look at how often you're compromising to suit his temper. I bet it's pretty often you've chalked it up to marriage and partnership is about compromising, not saying that you're usually the one that bends and gives in, even in matters where it makes you feel bad, dirty, or dumb. Look at your network. How many has it made sure you've cut off by now? Is there anyone left to help you? To help if you need an out? Time to start planning your exit and have an escape plan ready for it when it escalates. Best of luck, sweetie. You're opening up for the first time and you voiced it out yourself, blah, 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 blah. I personally believe that he's going to do it again, and I see that as assault as well. I see that as he did it intentionally, and that was not rough sex. That was more like grape. That was it. It was more like graping her, and he knew that he hurt her, but he didn't feel anything. It's like, but you enjoyed it. She didn't enjoy it. You're the one that came. She did not come. And that's something about XCS with these men. They only sometimes put themselves first in those kind of things. So far, they've done the thing and you come in, you don't care about your partner coming, and you hurt her, and now you start love bombing her, gaslight her for her to feel like, okay, maybe I was the one that I was overreacting. You're not overreacting, sis. she wasn't overreacting. Anyway, I'll let you know your thought about this video down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified once I upload another interesting video like this one. And of course, you all. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.